Out here today at Canton Lake, there's a nice 2.5 mile trail that goes around through the timber. Gonna go check it out. Here at the trailhead, beautiful day. Water's glass, sun shining, about 80 degrees for a high today. But we're heading back into the timber. It's the Canton Lake Nature Trail. It's a nice trail. It's got some steep sections in it. Here we go. This is one of the first big downhills. It drops down to the lake. That's where we just came down. That's where we gotta go. Pardon my heavy breathing. Got my 30-pound ruck pack on and a camelback inside of that, so I'm hiking pretty heavy today. And I'm old and out of shape, so I believe that's where we end up. But first we gotta go up that way. Lots of little points on this trail that get you down to the water and some of these shallow coves so you can fish. But there's the trail. The trail is pretty washed, so sturdy boots or just a good mindset will help you get through this one. This little stretch in here goes along the edge of a cornfield that didn't get planted this year. Oh, there's beans over there. They just didn't do this corner. Back into the timber. Here's the fork. So that first half mile or so is just an out and back. Then you get to the loop. Follow the blue arrows. And you should be good. We're going to test that today. Stay to the right. It's a good trail. So when you're taking this trail, depending on which direction you're going, the different routes have different colors, and it's very well marked along the way. As you can see, there's spots that could be confused, but if you follow the arrows, it's a pretty clear path. The way on. A little bit of a hill coming up. There's a bench for you. So if you're tired, you can sit down. I'm gonna soldier on though. I don't know how well these overlooks come through on video. There's a lake down there. Scenic overlooks. Bring the bug spray. I've had the mosquitoes buzzing around my ears the whole time. I forgot it though. Along the route, they do have mile markers every half a mile. If anybody's hiked Mississippi Palisades, this is very similar country, minus the rocks. And instead of views of the Mississippi River, you have the views of Canton Lake. But for our little town, it's not bad. There's some offshoots that are new. I'm not for certain if these are official or not. Somebody's been back here with a chainsaw at least. It's beautiful bottom ground. The trail goes, this trail, it's pretty wide to not be official. More gloves. Goes up and around along the edge of this marsh ground, and the lake is over that way. So all those cattails are just basically marsh that I don't think you could walk through if you had to. Well, I decided to explore this little finger. There's some open water over here. So I don't know if this is a good fishing hole or what we got going on here, man. It's one of the steep ascents. I don't know if that gives you a real true idea of the slope, but she goes up. Along this trail, you'll find several spots with the property boundaries marked. Somebody's four-wheeler path that comes to this trail. I'm sure it's a path that the city workers take. Not for sure whose property that is, but if you're out here, honor the boundary stakes, stay on the trail. On the loop part, once you get away from the lake, it flattens out, and here's a spot where you're going to come up by the road. It's pin oak. And just around the corner is a parking lot. So if you want to come out here and hike just the loop, you can park at the parking lot. I parked at the boat launch. Mile and a half in, a little picnic spot and a parking lot. Bathroom if you need it. The trail goes across the parking lot. Back into the woods. Some parts of the trail are just almost mowed right away, but it's in good shape. Then duck back right into the woods again. Oh yeah, and there's spider webs across the trail all over the place. Almost worse than a crawl space. So just be prepared. Keep your eyes on the trail. It's hard to tell off of that branch going over to the left is a spider web. He's working on lunch right now. So we're just gonna go around him. And then now that we're getting headed back towards the lake and away from the road, the terrain picks up again. Head down that way and over that way. Down to the bottom, a little bit of a sandy wash, and right back up the other side. We're back to the split. So if you remember, we took the blue trail to the right, which took us around to the parking lot, and then the orange trail has brought us back here. So now we're just on the opposite side of that out and back portion that gets us to the boat launch. Kind of forget how hot it is outside with the sun when you're back in the timber. It's nice and cool and shaded. Didn't bring my sunglasses because I didn't think I need them. Gorgeous day. Blue skies. Couldn't ask for anything more. 2 miles in. Back in the timber. Nice outlook point. With the trail extending below us. One of the last downhills before you get back to the parking lot. Trying to hold the camera still and walk downhill at the same time is difficult. That little outlook we looked at earlier. Well, this is a really, really steep section. Not this, but right up here. It was tough to walk down it. No, I'm not pointing the camera down. Up here, we're coming to one short little gravel section that goes along the road right before the end. At the end of the gravel, arrow points down the hill. Back into the woods we go. One last gully to march through, and you're back at the parking lot where you started. And there is daylight at the end of the tunnel. There's the trailhead.
Thanks for watching.